Hey, welcome back everyone. If the hypotenuse of an isosceles right triangle is 6 square root 2, what is the area of the triangle? The answer here, folks, is 18. All right, and here's how we get there. There's two main ways to get here. One requires a little more knowledge than the other. So here's the thing. Look at my keywords here. Hypotenuse, isosceles right triangle, is this. We want the area of the triangle. So before I begin, I'm going to focus on this. Area of triangle. Remember, to get the area of a triangle, that will be 1/2 of the base multiplied by the height. So it looks like the work that I need to do here is figure out what the base is and what the height is of whatever triangle is being described. So with that said, I can draw that triangle out just like that. Something, let me do a little bigger. All right. So here's what we need to understand. We need to utilize all of these pieces of information. So this is a right triangle. It is also isosceles. And remember, what this will mean is that these two sides are the same. The hypotenuse is 6 square root 2. Remember, the hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. Now, here we go. And before I begin, remember that I know that these are the sides that are equal because the hypotenuse is always the largest side and it is not matched by any other side. The hypotenuse in the right triangle is always the longest. Nothing else will equal it. So with that said, remember the goal. I want the base and I want the height. So with that said, how can I get there? Well, remember, both of these are the same. So I can mark these, if this is the base and this is the height. Well, remember, these are the same. So what I can do actually is just write base and base. Because again, the base and the height are the same. It is isosceles. So now let's work on computing B to see what the base and the height are. Now, again, two ways of doing this. If you recognize that this is a special right triangle with that hypotenuse, you'll understand that B equals 6 automatically. You'll understand that. But if you didn't recognize that very quickly, don't worry, because you can apply the Pythagorean theorem. You can apply the Pythagorean theorem and you can get this right. So watch this. The Pythagorean theorem states that those two shorter sides squared, so remember, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. C is the hypotenuse. This is a, this is b. So we will have b squared plus b squared equals 6 square root 2 all squared. From here, squaring the right side will give us 36 multiplied by 2. So that will give us 72. On the left side, this will combine to give us 2b squared. From here, let me allow myself to move my work up. That way I have a little more space to write. So we will divide by 2 on both sides, giving me b squared equals 36. And then lastly, by taking the square root of both sides here, I'll receive b equals 6. Just like that. So 6 and 6, remember it's isosceles, so both the base and the height are the same. So now that I know what my base and my height are, I can apply my area formula, which is exactly what I wanted to do from the beginning. So my area equals 1/2 6 times 6, which is half of 36, which equals 18. Boom. And that's why 18 is the answer. So I really hope that this explanation made sense. But if it does help you, please understand your special right triangles. All right. Understand special right triangles, especially when it comes to right isosceles triangles. Those are key. 30, 60, 90 are key. So just make sure you understand those as best you can. See you in the next question.